Hi, I'm Ines and I'm the community manager at TinyWar.
Hi, I'm Maurice and I'm one of the co-founders of TinyWar.
And today we want to share some new info with you, our community, about what's been going on in the development of Lagoon and some recent changes to the timeline. We really just want to take the opportunity to, show you a bit about what's been going on in the background. And also we want to thank you, our community, for being here. And also a big special thanks to all our Kickstarter backers. A lot of you have also landed on our Discord server, so thank you for being here. So first things first, let's start with the biggest news. The release date of Loose Lagoon has been shifted to a little bit further in the future. We originally wanted to release Loose Lagoon in summer of this year, 2025, but we're now delaying it to beginning of 2026.
Yeah, it always is weird when a game gets delayed because you look forward to playing it at that specific moment. We can just assure you this is not a bad sign that we moved this game. Actually, it's a very good sign for us because after the demo released and after the Kickstarter campaign, we got lots of feedback and the team looked at the game and we were discussing plenty of stuff with our publisher Megabit. And together we came to the agreement, hey, it makes more sense to give the game more time to breathe. We've been really stressing out to get everything done for this summer, but we think it's better for the team health, but also for the game health to just take a little bit more time, because this also means that we can give you more time to take a sneak peek at the game and give us some feedback, but we will go more into that topic a little bit later.
We can definitely say that the game will be better due to the release when it comes out. And so the second big news is that the demo is also being delayed. We had a previous demo, we took it down, and we wanted to bring a new one, but again, that one's being delayed also due to the delayed release date.
Yeah, we want to make sure that the next time you play the game, it is closer to the finished state of the game. We actually took the time to go through all of the Steam reviews and comments and discussions. We might not answer all of them because it's a lot of work, but I can assure you that all of the teams always looking at what you're writing, also on Discord, and we bring this into our meetings when we talk about the stuff. And with the demo, for us, it's really important that it reflects more the new direction that we're going. And this is another topic that we're gonna talk a little bit later about.
And with the new demo, we are also hoping that it will be compatible, save game compatible with the full game when it releases. That was definitely not the case with the demo we had previously up, and we can't just yet promise that it will be the case with the next demo, but we're really aiming and hoping for it.
If you ask yourself hey, why don't you just put the checkbox in your game engine that the save game works? It's not that easy. Since we're still in development and we're changing stuff around, if we would allow you to keep your old save game when the game releases, following scenario could happen. So you've played the game, you followed the quest, but we decided that the quest was not fun enough or that certain NPCs need to be completely different places. And when then the old save game in the full release tries to look for the parts in the quest where this and this was checked, it will search for it forever and it will basically break the game. And it's something that is just such a mess to fix that we would rather say, hey, this is a blank slate, and also there's so many changes now already to the beginning of the game that it's going to be a fun and new experience for you to play anyway. So the closer the demo release is to the release of the finished game, the more likely it is that you finally will be able to keep your save game. So if you're wondering okay, where are more good news? So there are plenty of good news. So there's more opportunities for you to be able to experience Loose Lagoon beforehand. So we're super excited to announce that we're going to be at the Indie Arena booth in Cologne at Gamescom. We will be surrounded by plenty of other really cool games, which is always an honor to hang out with our peers there, but you will see other cool games. But you can also meet Ines and other members of the team that will showcase the game to you, answer you all the questions that you have. And maybe if you're really nice, you might get some merch as well. But this is not the only way how you will be able to play the game beforehand. We're gonna start doing playtests. So these playtests are our way of figuring out if the game is actually fun. We have a lot of really professional people in the studio that put a lot of thought and care into everything that they do, but in the end we make the game for you and we need your feedback. And we changed a lot of stuff already, but these playtests will help us like change stuff even a little bit better.
And we're beginning with a bigger playtest. So in the previous playtest we had, which is a while ago, there weren't all the features of the game. Like, for example, fishing and building weren't in there. We're now planning for a playtest that has basically all features of the game, so that those who playtest get a complete package and a look at the complete game and how everything comes together. And this and the feedback format will really help us to find out whether the game feels meaningful and really just fun in its overall shape. And we've also, of course, been playtesting a lot. We're really happy with where the game is going, but now we need some fresh eyes to take a look at the game.
Yeah, we've been looking at this game for way too long, so people get really attached to some stuff. And if you don't like it, we will just throw it out. And for all of you that will not be able to participate in the first playtest, don't worry, there's like gonna be several rounds of playtests where we will specifically invite only people that never played the game before or didn't have the chance before, because fresh eyes are really something that we need right now. And then we'll focus more on specific features even. So there might be a playtest that just focuses on flying and where you can give like all of your thoughts about flying, for example. So we're really looking forward to this, and we're gonna try to make this happen on a regular basis until the release.
Okay, now let's dive a little deeper into what we've been working on specifically on the game. And first up is flying, or more specifically, the overworld. So in the recent demo, maybe you played it, it's down for now, but we had a demo up for some time. We noticed that people didn't spend as much time flying in the overworld as we'd have expected. Now, we absolutely admit there was a mistake of ours of like not warning you that the demo would end after flying the first time and then landing on the island. So that's one reason. But we also saw that there needs to be more incentive for you to explore. Tiny tidbits that make you stray off your path just to explore them, so that you want to spend more time in the overworld instead of just flying to the next island directly.
Yeah, for us, an overworld means excitement and not something where you go in there and then like are overstimulated. We want you to feel this urge, this intrinsic need to like, oh, I want to see what's up there and explore stuff. This is also like tying back on how some stuff of our direction of the game changed. We will go a little bit later into this, but the whole overworld have like new challenges for you. We will adapt the old challenges that we had in there, so it will be even more forgiving to those of you who are not as keen into flying as we thought. But if you are really into flying, you will get like really cool rewards out of this, and we can't wait to share this with you in an upcoming vlog. So changes to another huge feature is to a feature that wasn't that huge in the beginning, actually. So when we were looking at the game the last few months, we already had building in there, and we liked building. It was cool. Like, you could fix stuff on the islands for all the villagers there and help them out. And you could also build your own little cozy huts. But something about it felt a little bit too clunky. And when we showcased the game on conventions, we watched carefully like how you interacted with it. And so we put a little more time into it. And I don't want to hype it up too much, but now it's actually one of my favorite features in the whole game. Like, the way what you can build now gives you way more space for expression. Apart from decorating, you can build really cool structures because we made the building a little bit more snappy, a little bit more easy, but also like, and it sounds kind of like the opposite, that it's easier now, but it's going to be a little bit more tiny in the sense of how many details you can add, and stuff connects way better. So we can't wait for you to get your hands on this. And this will be probably one of the features that we're going to focus on in one of our playtests.
Yeah, the goal with the building is really to give you the tools and the freedom to express yourself and to create your own little island paradise corner just to your liking. And I also think that building would be a super interesting topic for a future devlog, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and if you're like a customization nut like me, this will gonna be the part where you spend way too much time. So yeah, look forward to this. So let's tackle this ominous change of direction a little bit. When we first thought about Loose Lagoon, our vision was always that you are on an island and you suddenly explore more and more islands and you choose where you go. And at some point we added characters and they brought quests into the game. But what we saw in the demo is that we narrowed your path way too much down. Like, it was really straightforward, like, hey, do this, do that. And most of you were just following that path and not even exploring the islands as we wanted you to do. So what we did right now is focus more on the sandbox aspect of the game. So you will choose your own pace, your own path. So you can just fix the plane, get into it, and fly to any island and explore every island as early as you want to without fulfilling certain quests. Of course, quests are still there, and they're so to a certain extent, for example, to answer the question, where is Uncle Lou, important. But there's a lot of other branching quests that are not as important to follow them right through, and you will unlock features even earlier than you were able before. So we really hope that this will get you excited and look into every tiny corner that we have put in the island, because there are some nice secrets there.
We are hoping that this new or again changed direction will really give you a sense of wonder and of adventure, and will encourage you to stray from the beaten path, to just wander around more, stumble upon things by yourself and not because someone directed you there, and to just give you the urge to discover the little secrets that are all across the islands of the archipelago.
So we just talked about quests and characters, and something that we really care for is in our games that you fall in love with our characters. Maybe not like in the real sense, it's kind of weird, but we don't judge. But we put a lot of work into animations and the look of the characters, but this also means that we should put a lot of work into the dialogues. And this additional time that we now have for developing the game gives us way more time to really shape the characters, to make them less two-dimensional, even more funny and quirky. So we really hope that it will find some quests that really make you giggle and that make you want to come back, and you can even decide with which character you spend more time with, because they're all connected to certain tasks in the gameplay. And then we can't wait basically to show all of them to you, and we don't want to spoil them, but it's a lie. I want to spoil everything, but I'm holding back right now.
Actually, there are a few spoilers across our social media, because I personally love everything that has changed in the writing, especially for main characters like Bobstar or Hefty or Fitch, who you probably know already from our social media accounts. If not, you can look over there. Their writing has improved so much. I think their impact on your experience has also increased because of that. And I just really love that. And with that, we're already done for today. We absolutely want to thank you all again for being here, for being interested in Loose Lagoon, and for making us go forward.
Yeah, we can just say we're super excited. Working on this game has been really fun, really stressful, but with the additional time we have, we feel super confident that you will feel this love and passion even more. And we also love to interact with you, so please flood our Discord with questions or whatever. We try to be super transparent about everything and anything, because we think only if we communicate everything transparent, you will know what you will get. And we love to hear your questions and theories and everything. So keep coming at us.
And I can also tell you that we are already working on upcoming devlogs, so stay tuned for those. Also, let us know what topics you'd be interested in, and if you like this new format, I guess, where we talk directly to you, and whether you'd like us to do that again in the future. And again, the best way for that is our Discord, so jump over there and let's have a chat.